we've had probably what, 6 clients come in today, 6 patients.
Yes.
Yeah, we had 6 family members come in today, and everybody homocysteine levels was high. So I said, I need to go live and talk about this because we got all of our community and all of our people is eating these meats. And I've been telling y'all for the last 10 years how eating meat and the consumption of heavy meat eating is literally killing our community. But we have this big old, carnivore diet running rapid in the community, but it's not for our people. It's really designed to sustain another people. And it shows when we're showing blood work, we're taking people blood, we sending the bloods to the laboratory, they're coming back with these high homocysteine levels, or we doing live blood analogy or hematology where I'm taking your blood and looking at it under a thermal microscope, and you see these levels high, and you see the bacteria, you see the pleomorphic parasites. It's just crazy. So y'all climb on in. I want to show, and then you see my people come in here and they listening to all of these other people on the internet, and they eating all of these meats and all of these fishes, and they think that it's helping their body through their detox, and it's really harming their body because we're the one drawing the blood, pulling the blood, sending the blood off to the laboratories, putting the blood under the microscopes. We literally seeing these things decline in the health of the people. So if you look at what homocysteine is amino acid. It comes from methionine, or what I call methionine, but they actually call it methionine depending on what school you go to or what teacher you learning it from. One will call it methionine and somebody will call it methionine. But this is amino acid. When proteins go through something called protein synthesis, and these proteins be created and be broken down, what happened is methionine get broken down into homocysteine. Well, where you find high concentrations of methionine or homocysteine is in meat consumption. And what I mean by meat consumption, I mean anything that has eyes, anything that can bleed when you puncture it or when it has a traumatic experience. So I'm talking about meat as in your pork, as in your beef, as in your chicken, as in all of that, and sea meat, as in your crabs, as in your crawfish, as in your other fish. So we notice that people that eat a lot amount of foods, because the first thing I'm going to ask you when you come to the clinic is, what do you eat? Give me your everyday process, what you eat every day. Write it down meal for meal, be detailed. And you notice that, when it comes to our people, we feel like we have to have meat with every single meal, which is one of the biggest lie ever. And then I check your blood and I see that you have high homocysteine. And high homocysteine actually eat away at the arteries in your venous or your vascular system. When you eat away at the arteries, this is going to cause calcium to come, or cholesterol to come, to heal that over. Once cholesterol heal those traumas due to the arteries, because homocysteine is an amino acid, this amino acid does have acids at the end, so it's going to chew through the arteries when it's sitting in the vascular system or sitting on the cells. Guess what's happening? It's going to puncture those cells. Them cells are going to rupture, though. The artery is going to rupture, and then cholesterol is going to have to build it back up. Once cholesterol build it back up, it solidifies with calcium. This causes scarring of the arteries, or calcium buildup of the arteries. This is what block arteries and give you heart attack and stroke. So it's no coincidence that when you really study and you start doing the clinicals on this, that meat consumption and early cardiovascular disease or kidney and liver disease happen from so-called black people eating meat. You can see it. The studies is there, the clinicals is there, and we doing the work that show this stuff, right?